I'm Tim from GhostFind, and this video is on getting started in ghost hunting. So, you want to become a ghost hunter, do you? Well, ghost hunting is both fun and exciting. It can be disturbing, and it's not for everyone, okay? Maybe you just want to do this for yourself as a hobby, or maybe you want to provide services for a client who needs some documentation or somehow to witness and document the activity so they could maybe have some questions answered as well. So, to get started in ghost hunting, I would suggest that you go to your local library and pick up some books on ghost hunting. There's all kinds of them. Here's one book. This one I purchased. It's called the Everything Ghost Hunting Book. And it covers a lot of subjects. There's things on here about some of the equipment that is used in ghost hunting, some techniques, things to look out for, how to use some of the equipment, and what ghosts are and what they're not. There's a lot of good information in that book. Also, I would suggest to watch as many ghost hunting paranormal investigation shows you can. This way you'll get a feel of what ghost hunting is all about and maybe learn some techniques, see some of the equipment that they use, be familiar with how to go about on a ghost hunt. That would be a good idea too, I think. So, you got a place to investigate, do you? Well, you always want to get written permission before you go in investigating a residence or a business or something like that. Sure you have signatures and the dates and the times that you're going to be there. Have phone numbers in case there's any question. If the police came around and noticed you flashlights going around, they want to investigate and find out what you're doing, you have your written permission with you, and they can make phone calls if needed to verify that. You never want to go alone, and for safety is foremost the main reason. You know, you're out there in the dark, you can't see very well, you could trip, fall, hurt yourself really bad, and it's always good to have a partner there so they can get help for you if something happened. Also, it's always good to have a set of eyes and ears and other people to witness the activity as well as you. It makes your discovery a little more credible if you have another witness. It's always nice to have somebody with you in case something does strange and eerie happens, that you're less likely to get spooked and run out if you have your friend right next to you. So that's another good reason why to never do it alone. Now, you have this place you want to investigate. Now, before you investigate, you want to kind of check it out during the daylight hours best. You want to look for hazards, kind of get the floor plan so you know places to avoid and where the exits are, where the bathrooms are, and hear about the history of the place you're investigating. You want to ask questions, who, what, where, why, how. Find out where all the hot spots are, where all the activity is happening. You want to kind of do a walkthrough the building with the owner or the other witnesses and find out exactly what kind of activity took place. Then you're going to kind of figure out a plan of attack. When you go in, are you going to investigate from the basement on upstairs to the attic? Are you going to go start from the top floor all the way down to the basement first? Or maybe you're going to go for the front door and work your way to the back. So just have a plan of attack as well. Some tools you'll need when you go ghost hunting. The very most important tool is yourself. You got a lot of senses that God gave you. You got your hearing, you got your vision, you got the sense of smell, and the sense of touch. These are all very important when you're documenting ghost hunting, especially when your partner senses the same things that you have sensed. That's always good. You always want to have some flashlights, backup flashlights, extra batteries. You may even want to bring a candle and some matches as a backup. Okay. You want your notebook, a pen, a watch, so you record and document any activity and what time it took place. Have those permission slips with the phone numbers, and it's a good idea to have a first aid kit just in case, and maybe a cell phone. Okay. Other equipment you could have. How about a digital camera, flash camera, with an SD card, so you can take lots and lots of pictures. They start out about $80, and they go up to 100 or more, but you don't need a real expensive camera. Or a video camera would be great too. How about an audio recorder? They'll start off about $40, and I have a video on digital audio recorders you might want to take a look at. I would highly recommend getting yourself an EMF detector. Okay, those start off relatively cheap, around $30 to $50, and I have a video on those as well. Now, you have this place, you're ready to go in to investigate, but before you do, I would suggest that you do some grounding and shielding. Now, grounding and shielding is for you, it's protection. You might want to say a prayer, ask for protection, that everything goes well, nobody gets hurt, that no evil or harm will come upon you, to give you courage, whatever you need in your prayer. You could also do some grounding and shielding. What you want to do is kind of visualize a wall of protection all the way around you. Take a few moments with that, kind of visualize that, and respect that force field, if you will, that is your protection, and that will not, so things cannot get at you or harm you. So you go in onto the property, and you want to take a look outside and see where the roads are, and see how the headlights come by, and possibly that could make shadows inside of the house. You want to look outside and find out if there's any high tension wires, power lines that could be giving off a lot of electromagnetic field energy that could be causing the client to have hallucinations or feeling strange or sick or dizzy. Take some readings. Same way when you go inside the house, if you have an EMF detector, you want to get some background readings and record them down on your notes as well. Okay. You want to stay with your partner, and you want to take lots and lots of pictures, especially if you have some activity about. If the activity is going on, start snapping away and get lots and lots of pictures. Take pictures of your EMF meter, especially when you have high levels. Get that recorded on film. Okay, it's great to present something like that to your client. Okay, as proof. Have an audio recorder. Be sure that it's on, documenting your time, date, and place where you're at and what you're doing. Talk in normal voice, so if another voice comes over, you can recognize that it wasn't you or your partner. Okay. Always, when you go in, you want to ask questions. First, introduce yourself to the spirits. Say, "Hey, I'm Tim. Don't mind me too much. I'm just here. I'm just investigating, trying to get some answers. Find out if there's anyone here that might be causing this and this and this to happen. Is that you? Can you speak to me? I'd love to hear from you, communicate with you. You can do that by talking to me, or maybe you can make some noise or bang on the wall. Maybe open or close that door over there. Or you can use your EMF meter and say, can you make more lights go on for yes when I ask questions? You can even touch me if you feel comfortable with that. Always stay in charge. You be the authority. Don't let the spirit overtake you, okay? If things get a little bit too tense, don't feel bad. Everybody has their own level of what they can take. Just go on outside with your partner and get some rehab. You know, you may have to say another prayer. You may have to visualize and get grounded and shielded again. Whatever it takes for you to feel more comfortable to go back in. Or maybe you might want to investigate a new area in the house. You know, you don't want to show fear to these spirits. You know, like I said, you want to be the one in authority. You're going to be in control. You're the professional. Okay? If you show fear, that fear energy, that spirit can use, and you can use it to harm you or just to scare you, to get you out of there. So just recognize that. Okay? I think that's about all I can cover in this short little video. You know, we have barely even touched the surface of ghost hunting. So watch for some more videos, and this is Tim from GhostFind Productions, and happy hunting.